Welcome to Clement Doma channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create chat messages. When I talk about chat messages, have you ever logged into your Facebook and start chatting, or your WhatsApp, your Telegram, your Instagram, or your Twitter? You start chatting, you see how those messages are arranged very well. That's what I'm going to show you, how to create those chat messages just using your CSS and your HTML. So it's so very simple. You create your HTML file, create your CSS file, then you link your CSS file to your HTML file. Okay, so enough for the talk. So before we continue, please, if you have not subscribed to my video, please go and subscribe, and make sure, if you don't understand anything, make sure to comment what you don't understand, and also comment on what you want to learn in the next video. Also, please also like my video and also hit on the bell icon to get more videos. So to continue with this, we are going to use what we call Flexbox to do this. So first of all, we create a div. And we give it a class called chat. We give it a class called chat, then we close this div. Let's close it, and we go down. So what next are we going to do here? Okay, we also introduce another class, another div. You know that we are using Flexbox. I taught you how to use Flexbox. So if you don't understand how to use Flexbox, you just go to my video on Flexbox. You are going to see. So in this part, we are going to give it a class called left chat. So for the user, that is the receiver. Why this is for the receiver, the person that is receiving the message. Okay, this part is called for, this side is left chat, and under this part we are going to insert an image tag. We want to insert the image tag. To insert an image, then we introduce the source. We have already inserted our images, so we just go to a new website. Where do we want? I want this image right here, and I close it. So I do press Shift Auto F to auto align it. So from here, what next? I'm going to introduce my span. This span is just to use it for my styling. So I introduce my span, and I introduce the person that is chatting, the receiver's name. Okay, the person's here is Alex Ekubo. Okay, that's the user. Then I introduce my small, the small here. This small is to reduce the size. Okay, this small, I'm going to introduce my time. What was the time? Let me say 12:57. 12:57 p.m. Okay, so that's the time. Okay, what next? Okay, I'm going to introduce another div. After this one, I'm going to introduce another div. Okay, this div, I'm going to call it message. Okay, let me introduce that div and give it a class called message. So what the person types in there, that's called a message. Okay, then introduce a paragraph for it. Okay, let me say, how are you? How are you? How are you? Hope you are fine. Then my my regards to your family. Okay, so that's all for the receiver. Okay, so let's go to our styling and go and style. So the first thing here that we are going to style, we are going to style the left chart image. This left chart, this image here, we are styling this image, the left chart image. That's okay. Let's just go to our browser and refresh and see something. When we refresh, you see this image. We want to style it and make it, reduce the border and the width. So remember the class here is left chart, so an image, so that's what we are styling. So dot left chart image. Okay, so from here, what do you want? You want the border radius. To reduce the border radius. The border radius, we want it to be 50%. 50%. Okay, if I go and refresh it, just show you. See, it's now circular. So that's the meaning of border radius. So let's continue. Reduce the width. Let's reduce the width. Reduce the width to 50 pixels. Reduce the height also. The height to 50 pixels. So what do? We also want the margin left. We want the margin left. We want the margin left to be 4 VW. 4 VW. So I will want it to float left. So we go to our browser and refresh. So this is it. Okay, let's continue. So the next thing that we are styling here, we are going to style our left chart span. This left chart span, this name and the time. So we type in dot left chart span. The left chart span, and we introduce this curly bracket. So what do we want in a left chart span? We want the padding. We want the padding to be 10 pixels. 10 pixels. Close it. And down, what do we want? We want it to float left also. Float left. So what again? We also want, okay, I think that's all for it. So let's go to a browser and refresh also. So that's it. Okay, now we are going to style this. How are you? This paragraph. So it is left chart P. When you check left chart P, this is a P. Okay, this message P. Left chart message P. So that is what we are going to style now. So left chart message P. The left chart message P. So what are we styling? We want the margin top. We want the margin top to be 3 VW. 3 VW. And what do we want again? We want the padding top. We want the padding top to be 10 pixel. And what do we want? We also want to change the background color. We want to change the background color to hash. We are using hexadecimal color hash 8 6 8 8 8 7 1. Okay, that's the color. That's hexadecimal color. Okay, so what do we want? So we also want the width. We want the width of that box to be 30%. Close it. And we also want the height. We want the height to be 3VW. Okay. Then we want the text align. We want the text to be aligned in the middle. Text align center. And we also want to change the border radius. We want the border radius. Okay, we are looking for border radius. Screw up just past it. The border radius, we want it to be 15 pixel. And what do we want? Okay, give your border radius 15 pixel. Then you go to your browser and refresh. Okay, you see it gives your background color. Your border radius shows how are you, hope your family is well. Okay, so let's just go back to our HTML and see the code. In this place, in the span, make sure you give a B arrow to break it down, to bring your name and to bring these meshes down. So here you introduce a class, give your image and give your name, then you give another class under this class again, and you introduce your how are you. So you see this class is there on its own. So you style left chart dot message dot p. So that's how it affects here. So that is for your left chart message. Okay, so we want to introduce that angle that usually appears there like a triangle. We want to introduce it here. So what do? We introduce a before. When we talk about before, now we are going to say dot left chart, and you introduce before. Okay, let me just type before, the space, and type before, and you see before. Now this, if you say before, it is going to appear after the content of before, whatever that you type in there. Now you introduce, if it is after, it's going to appear after. Let me just show you example. Now this is left chart. This left chart from here to here contains everything here. Now it contains everything here. This how are you? That's what the left chart contains. This left chart, it contains the image and everything that is there. So for the before, we are going to type in, introduce our background color, the text, and everything that is there. So what are we going to type in there? We are going to type in our content. Type in the content. Let me show you. If you type in something like content, what do you want it to appear before? Okay, if you want something like, you introduce your double quotation mark, you want like back, you go to your browser and refresh. You see it's appearing before this place. So that is the meaning of. So let's continue. Okay, now in this content you just want an empty space here. and you close it. And from here you also want your position to be absolute. Close. And what next? You want your top to be 50 pixel. Close. Then next you want left. You want your left to be 200 pixel. 200 pixel. Then next you want the bottom. You want the bottom to be 1000 pixel. Then from here you want your border. Introducing a border. You want your border to be 10 pixel. Then from here you also want your border to be 10 pixel. You want it solid. And transparent. Then down you also want your border bottom. You want your border bottom color. You want to introduce the color for the border bottom color. Okay, this is the color that you want. The same color with that. Then you close. Then you introduce your Z index so that to make it stack. Z index, you want it to be 1. Go to your browser, refresh. This is what we are talking about. So let's introduce it before this guy here. So we'll continue and introduce the other chart by the right. So let me shift this left image. Let me put the margin left to be 12. From here I want this to be in a square manner. I don't want it to be round, so let me change this border radius of this image and put 5%. So that's what I want the border radius to be. I want it to be in a square manner, so that's what I want. So let me go to the right side. So I'll just copy this, everything here. Just copy, Ctrl C, and post it down. Ctrl V. Then I'll just change here to right chart. Right chart. Then I change this image to the one that I want root category. Then change its name to root category. Okay, so I'll just change the message here. When she replies, change this message to "We are doing great." What about you? And your family. Okay, so that's the message that has changed. You go to your browser and refresh. Okay, see, yeah. So we are going to style this again. Everything will flow to the right. So you just go to your browser, copy everything here. So we are going to copy this first. Okay, let's just copy everything. Ctrl C, go down and paste it, Ctrl V. Okay, okay, for this left image you are going to change it to right, and I copied, pasted, right chart. So you are going to make some changes. So this margin left that you are putting 12 VW, you remove it, you don't want it again, and you want it to flow to the right. Okay, left chart you want it to flow to the right also. Then what again? Okay, this left chart span paddling 10 pixel, flow to the right. You're going to give it a margin left also. You're going to give it a margin left. Right chart message span, right chart. You give it a margin left. Margin left. You give it 100 VW. 100 VW. Okay, so here also you are going to change it to right chart also. Right chart message. So we are going to make some other changes here. We're going to make some other changes. Okay, so the changes here that you are going to do, I think there's nothing that you will change here. We are going to leave it like that. Then let's go to the before. This guy, we are going to change it to right. Then what we are going to change here, we are going to change the top to be 5 pixel. 5 pixel. Then we change the left to 1300. 1300. Then we change the bottom 457. Okay, right now we are going to okay, we corrected this right chart message. So for this place it does not need a margin top, so we are going to remove it. We're going to remove the margin top. Okay, remember this right chart span also we said float right, and here margin left 100 VW. So just go to your browser and refresh. You see it's okay now. Now Alex Ekubo said, "How are you? Hope you are fine. In regards to your family." Then Ruth Kadere says, "We are doing great. What about you and your family?" You can still do the same thing with this one. The chat can continue on and on and on and on. So that's how you design your chat messages. Okay, so if you don't understand anything, just drop a comment on the comment box, and make sure you subscribe to my channel and also like my videos. Thank you and stay safe. Bye bye.